The next area, this is going to be a fun one. So mobile platform versus applications with mobile support. And I think we're now kind of cutting into the chest a little bit more, trying to explain the differences, right? But I feel like, if I may introduce the topic a little bit, it's about making the right decision on what I need as a company, right? Is it a mobile platform that allows me to mobilize my processes, etc., or do I need mobile applications that I can configure, etc., to make sure that they fit? But I think the main question that we should ask to give a right answer is, who are we building the solution for, and what that solution actually should be? And when I think about who do we build it for, the first thing that comes to my mind is mobile personas. And I know this is your domain, Janko. So can you walk us through a couple of examples of personas or roles at companies that really benefit from IT systems or technology in general?
Well, I try my best, Ivan. Before we jump into some possible mobile personas role, why personas? Just let me shortly describe that. Personas is helping to gain a holistic picture of the requirement for each role. And our experience is, since the last couple of years, when we jump into the persona creation with our customers, it's quite surprising what those, when each single responsible in his role thinks about what he really needs. It is slightly different from the starting, when he started, or she or he started writing his persona profile. After he thinks, then it enriches and changes as well. And therefore, I would please everybody to create personas beforehand, before thinking what type of solution or mobile solution approach are we going to follow. And based on such personas, you can easier make a decision of what could be the best fit for each role. And just let us pick two personas, as I mentioned earlier on. I would use the service technician and the service manager. Two different roles. Like the service technician, why I use the service technician. The service technician, also depending on the industry, of course, but he is basically a heavily mobile app user. His only environment is going to the customer, performing his job, and making sure that the mobile app is working, so that everything is noted down. And on the other hand, we have the service manager. They don't need the service mobile app day in and day out. They need it occasionally. So that was the reason why we picked them. And if I jump into the technician role and think of some personas, for example, could be that they want to make sure that they can always work with the application, and they don't want to think, is that application only working when I'm online or offline? They want that it is working, and they want to be efficient. They want that the data is refilled, or reused. All the data we have already in the data base should be reused to efficiently help each technician. He wants to be proactively informed about new schedules, right? Yeah, he wants some information to perform, have the required information on hand to perform his job. And of course, it's also a requirement from the business, but not only from the business, also from each technician. They want to have a holistic overview about the requirements, about the spare parts needed, about the issues mentioned by the customers, to make sure that the first time fix rate is hit, and that they do not need to travel always back and forth to the customer, which was quite often happening the case in the past, but still is. And on the other hand, we have the service manager, and it could be possible that the service manager wants to have an overview about the service performance and quality independent of the device. So when they are traveling on the road, they want to have an overview as well. How is the service performing? And they also want to always have access to cases. It could be independent reason for escalation purposes, holistic overview about the customer. It could be possible that they are traveling to some customers. They want to have the information on hand so that they know about what is happening right now or in the near future on customer side. And also they want to make sure that independent of the customer level, like VIP or non-VIP, they want to be close involved when it's an escalation loop created, so that they make sure that the customer experience is high. Two different personas, it could be two different mobile app approaches.